Good afternoon and welcome into Laker Turf Stadium. My name is Mike Neckers. I'll be on the call by myself today here on WTOP 10. It is a mild 60 degrees with a nice 9-mile-per-hour wind coming in here at Laker Turf Stadium and a little bit of rain falling down from the sky. Don't expect it to stay too long looking at the radar, but might dump here in just a few minutes. We see the Oswego State Lakers head out onto the turf. They will face off here today against the Oneonta Red Dragons in a SUNY field hockey matchup, and it should be a good one. The Lakers sitting at 4-8 on the season, still looking for their first SUNY win, currently at 0-2. And for the Red Dragons, they're 7-4 on the year, 1-1 in the SUNY. Now, this Oneonta team has a very strong offense, averaging 3.18 goals per game and allowing just 1.27 defensively. You compare that with this Oswego State team, who's averaging under 1 goal per game at .67 and averaging 2.75 goals allowed per game. So certainly going to be a defensive battle for this Oswego State team, but they've got all the pieces back there to get things done. We'll see how things play out as now the Oneonta Red Dragons take the field as well. Lakers will have the first draw here. You'll see in the midfield here with it, Julia Unger for the Oswego State Lakers. My apologies, that's Maddie Stuckert awaiting this referee's first whistle here as we'll get things underway between the Oswego State Lakers and the Oneonta Red Dragons. Stuckert sends it back. Lakers with it on the near side now. Over to the sideline. They'll go up the sideline with it's Prianti. Prianti swings it up. Lakers looking to get through, but stopped by that Oneonta defense. That's Abigail Draper with a nice interception there. Sends it across the back for the Red Dragons. Over to the far side now. They'll look to move this one up the sideline. Tipped there by the Oswego State Lakers, and it'll be a free ball here for the Red Dragons. Red Dragons send it across the middle through that first offensive player. Oswego will take it right back, coming the other way with it, Alexa Snyder. Lakers lose it here in the midfield. Sent back to this Oneonta defense, Alfanito with it. And all the way up to midfield, Abigail Draper, once again, a runner with her on the left side. Cuts back across the middle, finds Isabella Cuna. Cuna through two, finds the pass down the wing. With it now, Nina Contreras. Contreras, the second leading goal scorer for this Oneonta team, and she loses this one on a foul here. So Lakers will take it the other way. Addison Carrier with the restart. Carrier up the sideline. This one rolls right on by. Lakers keep it in play. Wearing their pink, their sticks wrapped in pink for October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A really great cause this Oswego State team is representing here today. Down the sidelines, Maddie Stuckert. Stuckert again loses this one, but only to that first black line where the Lakers will pick it right back up. Alexa Snyder with it. Lakers still battling here, and a foul called on Oswego State as that's Maddie Stuckert picking this one up. Coming the other way now, the Oneonta Red Dragons send this one flying up the midfield, intercepted there by Oswego State. That's Gabby Curtis with a really nice play to get in front of it. And a foul called here again on the Oneonta Red Dragons. The Lakers will come over, restart the play as it's Alexa Snyder here looking to find the Lakers' first goal of the game here. Now, last time out for the Lakers, it was a tough loss against a very strong conference opponent, Salisbury, who finished in the NCAA 2024 semifinals just last season. Oswego traveled up to Maryland and fell 8-0, a devastating loss for them, but one of the strongest opponents in Division III field hockey and a valiant effort, especially defensively, for that Oswego State team. Lakers looking to bounce back after that tough loss, and another foul here called on the Red Dragons. Oswego with the restart here. This one only makes it about 5 feet before Oneonta gets in front of that one. Lakers battling here. And off the arm there of Julia Unger, so it'll be a restart for the Red Dragons, who hit the ball immediately out of bounds. Oswego with it now. And again, it's Alexa Snyder with this one. Snyder brings this one in, looks down the sidelines, got a teammate there. It's Maddie Stuckert racing to the corner. She gets there, but not in time. It'll be a chance for a clear here for the Oneonta Red Dragons. As they'll start this one on the near side. Look to send it across the middle, intercepted nicely by Natalie Shields, right back to the Red Dragons. Here's Isabella Cuna with it. This one tipped out of bounds by the Oswego State Lakers, so it'll go right back to the Oneonta Red Dragons. And now here's Nora Tremarchi with this one. And official puts up the hand. It's going to be another chance here for the Red Dragons. They send this one to the midfield. Doesn't make it across, though. Nice stop there from Alexa Snyder. Oneonta takes it right back. Sends it up that far wing. Carrying up the far side now. The Red Dragons cut into the middle. Stopped there again by Natalie Shields. Shields clears it, but not too far. Goes out of play. Going to be a Red Dragons ball once again. With it here, Abigail Draper battling with Sophia Prianti. Prianti gets the best of Draper on this one. It'll be a clear here for the Oswego State Lakers. Intercepted almost immediately, though, by Marissa Stefan. Stefan sends it up the sideline. Across the middle for Oneonta. And a nice ball through. Really good defensive effort there from Maddie Woodcock. Tries to get it out. Foul called here on the Red Dragons. So the Lakers maybe catch a break on that one. They'll restart right here in front of their own goal. Still a dangerous spot to be in. Doesn't make it too far. Intercepted by Nora Tremarchi. And another foul called here on the Oswego State Lakers. It'll be Abigail Draper to restart this one for Oneonta. This one right up the middle, looking to apply some pressure on the Lakers, which they will. Sam Krautheimer with a really nice save. Lakers stay alive, still 0-0 here, 5 minutes into this first period of action. And off the foot there of Abigail Draper, the Lakers will send this one up. And again off the foot of a Red Dragon. This time it's Nora Tremarchi picking up that contact. Lakers will look to send this one up the sideline. Stuffed almost immediately once again. As this time it's Nina Contrera. Contrera loses it in the midfield, though. Oswego coming the other way. Here's Carly King. King loses it, but another stoppage. Lakers will take this one once again right in the middle of the field. Alexa Snyder with this one. Sends it up that left wing. And just no one from this Oswego team up there in that vicinity. It's going to roll right over to the corner and just barely cross that touch line. So another restart here for the Oneonta Red Dragons. This Red Dragons team having a very solid season so far, sitting at 7-4 on the year with a 1-1 SUNYAC record, sitting right where they need to be to make this SUNYAC playoffs, in third place in the conference out of 6 teams. Of course, only the top 4 make it. Oneonta on a 2-game losing streak, most recently 2-1 versus Skidmore at their own home turf. As the rain is picking up here at Laker Turf Stadium, you see players may have to adjust. Already seen a couple of swings and misses here, but now the Lakers battling for this one in the midfield. Oneonta comes away with it for now. Red Dragons will send it up the touchline, but it'll go just across, out of bounds, and Lakers will take this one back once again. With it now, Carly King. King looks to send this one up the sideline, fakes it, finds Meg Kubler instead. And Lakers lose this one. Oneonta now coming the other way. With it for the Red Dragons is Marissa Stefan. Up the sideline, and again across that sideline, Lakers with another chance to attack this Oneonta Red Dragons goal. We'll see what they can do. Sent back Julia Alvey. Lakers will work this one across the back over to Alvey, trying to slow things down and create some opportunity here in that defensive third of the field. Alvey sends it upfield, goes down as she does, but a nice pass nevertheless. And a call here against the Lakers. Oneonta will drop this one in and look to attack the other way. Nice interception there from Oswego State. Oneonta looking for some contact. They're looking for a call, but not going to get it this time. So Oswego carrying up the left side. Bring it across the middle. Here's Kubler. Lakers still with it. My apologies. That was Stuckart. And an illegal contact called here on the Oswego State Lakers. So no chance at a shot there for Oswego, but they get this one right back. Right into the middle. Stuckart, chance for a shot, puts it in. But called off here. No goal for the Oswego State Lakers. Whistle blown before the shot was taken. So it's going to come back the other way. The Oneonta Red Dragons with it, looking to clear. Here's Isabella Cunha with this one. Intercepted at the midfield again by the Oswego State Lakers. But kicked by Alexa Snyder. So Oneonta will pick this one back up right where they left off. 6:55 remaining here in the first quarter of action between the Oswego State Lakers and the Oneonta Red Dragons. Still a 0-0 tie, but here come the Red Dragons down the left flank. Calaccio looks to swing this one across, carries into the middle. Krautheim goes down. Nice save there from Sam Krautheim. keeps this one tied up at 0 apiece. And a nice block there from the Red Dragons, somehow kept in play by Abigail Draper. Draper coming across the middle through 2 Oswego defenders. And finally a stop there from Oswego State. Lakers still with this one in the midfield. They'll send it up. No one on the receiving end of that one. Oneonta picks this one back up. Caitlin Caulfield still with it. Caulfield looks to send it across the middle. Just leads it too far in front of Draper. Oswego with a nice interception there. Give it right back to the Red Dragons, and now Oswego with it once again. The Lakers battling. This one taken once again by the Red Dragons, who swing it over to Stefan. Stefan loses it in the midfield. Oswego coming back the other way. Nicely intercepted, and just too much contact there from the Oswego State Lakers. That was Ellie Kazel playing very physically up front. Not a bad thing, of course. Physicality is important in a game like field hockey, but can't always get away with what you want to get away with in these opportunities in these games. So Lakers will intercept this one almost immediately back. Kubler battling for this one, and a foul called on her as well. So it'll be the Red Dragons with this one. On the clear here, Abigail Draper pops this one into the air. Nicely settled there, though, by the Oswego State Lakers. Now coming the other way. This pass batted before it gets to the receiver. Oswego tries to keep it alive, carrying now on the near side. But nice, strong lockdown defense from the Oneonta Red Dragons. That was Miranda Colaccio doing a nice job of absolutely shutting down Camila Gallego. Now Oneonta swings this one back the other way. Through 3 defenders, there goes Abigail Draper down to the corner. Nice pass, but intercepted there by the Oswego State Lakers. Really nicely done by Alexis Snyder, who's still carrying this one, and into the foot of Nora Tremarky. Nice defense from Tremarky, but the Lakers will pick this one back up. Snyder again with the restart. This one goes down the sideline off the stick of an Oneonta player, so Lakers will stay with this one. And again, it'll be Alexis Snyder, whose name I feel like I've said so many times already today. Really a dominant force for this Oswego State team, as they'll carry this one down the sideline. And a deflection called here, a foul, so Oneonta will have a chance to clear this one. And Oneonta hits this one directly out of bounds. Another restart here for Snyder on this near sideline. We'll see what she can do with this one. Oswego spending a lot of time in this offensive zone against Oneonta, but unable to really find that final third so far or get any shots on net. Of course, Maura Labe, a phenomenal goaltender for this Oneonta team. 688 minutes on the season with an .861 save percentage and just 2 losses on the year for her. 7 wins and 2 losses. And a nice defensive stop there from the Oneonta Red Dragons will bring this one back. Now on the near side, this one up and into a dangerous spot, almost hitting Jessica Owens. My apologies. Gabby Curtis right in the face, able to back her head out of the way just in time. So happy to see everyone's okay out on the field, but it'll be another restart here for Alexis Snyder. Snyder sends this one down the sideline, tipped by multiple Oneonta players. As you'll see, Nora Tremarky just guides that one out of bounds. And Snyder still with this one. Sends it right into the middle for King. This one rolls out again off of the Lakers, so Oneonta finally gets possession back. Tremarky looks to send this one up. Mishit, skips right over the stick of the Oswego State Lakers, though, and Snyder picks this one up for Oswego. Nice pass through there, as that's Camilla Gallego down the sideline with it. Finds Curtis. Curtis and Gallego trying to run down the sideline together and beat. Now here comes Oneonta the other way. A nice through ball there. Just a little too much pace on it, but Oneonta able to recover, as that's Alexandra Howell, the leading goal scorer for this team, carrying down the sideline. A nice pass across the middle, but Julia Alvey is all over it. She says, not today. Sends this one up the sideline with some power. Gabby Curtis on the receiving end of it. Skips it through, and Oneonta takes this one right back again. Abigail Draper sends this one up the sideline. Red Dragons chasing, but won't get there in time. That's Nora Tremarky. Just too much pace on that ball. And a little confusion out here on the field. Ball supposed to go to the Lakers. Oneonta thought that was theirs, so Nora Tremarky tried to restart play. Referee says, nope, Oswego ball. Let's try again. Alexis Snyder intercepted there by Tremarky. Tremarky with a nice through ball here to Cunha. And now a chance here for the Red Dragons. This one played across Lakers defense holding strong thus far. Still 0-0 as we near the end of the first period of play. A minute 30 remaining here in the first quarter. Alvey sends this one up the far side. Now the Lakers carrying. A chance for a breakaway. 3-on-2 with a couple trailing here. And Oneonta gets numbers back quickly. A nice stop there, and they'll send things the other way. Red Dragons still with this one. Oswego takes it right back. Nice play there from Carly King to gain possession for the Lakers. Here's Alvey again with it. Mishits that one just a little bit. Recovers, gets the ball right back, sends it up the sideline. Nicely done by Julia Alvey with that recovery, able to get things going here for the Oswego State Lakers. Oneonta Red Dragons lose it again in the midfield. Lakers carrying across the middle. They'll send this one up right in the middle. Chasing down for the Lakers is Camilla Gallego. But Oneonta moving this ball nicely around the back, really possessing and forcing the Lakers to apply more pressure. A kick will continue play here. Oneonta will bring it back, start again. Marissa Stefan with it, sends this up the sideline. Now a chance for the Red Dragons with 27 seconds remaining, but again, Julia Alvey shuts it down. Really nice start here from Julia Alvey on that defensive end for the Oswego State Lakers. Sends this one flying up the sideline, slowed down by the Red Dragons. Oswego will try again with 10 remaining here in the first quarter of action. Looks like that will just about do it as play is currently stopped at midfield. The Lakers, Oneonta Red Dragons, tied at 0 through the first quarter of play, and a very exciting quarter, very end-to-end, lots of opportunity for both teams, but neither has been able to find the back of the net just yet. Well, that'll do it for the first period of action. We're going to head to a quick break, but when we return, it'll be more field hockey action between the Oswego State Lakers and the Oneonta Red Dragons right here on WTOP 10.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
Polly sister, if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn. Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Welcome back into Laker Turf Stadium. In case you're just joining us, we're all tied up at 0-0. The Oswego State Lakers hosting the Oneonta Red Dragons, and we'll waste no time getting right back into the action as things are underway. The second we come back from our commercial break, Lakers starting things out with a possession here, and we'll see how things go from there. Oswego State still carrying this one. Stops here in the midfield, but they'll hold on to possession. Here's Carly King, sends this one across midfield. Lakers battling as there's Sophia Prianti. Gets another free hit for the Lakers. And this one just sent right into that danger zone. Oneonta does a nice job, though, of clearing things out of there. Oswego will retain possession here as, again, it'll be Carly King restarting this from that far sideline. Natalie Shields off of her foot. Tried to get it out of the way, but just couldn't quite get it in time. So now the Lakers backtracking. Oneonta coming the other way. And a nice through ball there. Molly Miller on the receiving end of it. Space to work with. Miller through the legs of the first defender. That's Heather Dent. Across the middle, Krautheim kicks this one away. Really nicely done by Krautheim. Julia Alvey now with it on the sideline. A nice ball, keeps it in play, and now the Lakers coming the other way. Foul called here on the Red Dragons. Alvey points to King, says, King, you take this one. King will send it up the sideline, but not too far. A battle here in the midfield now. Stuckert with it. Stuckert battling and loses that one. Abigail Draper with a nice stop there. Sends it over to the middle for Cunha. Cunha up the middle. And now with it for the Red Dragons is Howell, that leading goal scorer who's been so dominant all season long for Oneonta. Comes off her foot this time. A nice stop from that Oswego State defense. And on the clear now, here's Heather Dent. Dent doesn't get it too far, though, before being intercepted off Dent's foot. So another offensive opportunity for the Red Dragons. Abigail Draper's lining this one up. Sends it out to the side for Tremarky. Back to Draper. Battle here in front of the crease. Draper's going to carry this one in, put it right in front of that. A dangerous spot and a goal here for the Oneonta Red Dragons. Was a difficult angle, and it went out the side of the net after going through. Looks like maybe a hole in the net, but a really nice goal there from the Oneonta Red Dragons, as I believe it was Gabby Alfanito who picked that one up. We'll have to wait and see to be sure, but Oneonta, just like that, picks up their first goal of the afternoon. So now a 1-0 lead for the Red Dragons with 12 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the second period of play. Lakers waste no time on the restart, as you'll see Maddie Stuckert wants to get things going for this Oswego State team. Loses it pretty quickly, though, and Oneonta coming back the other way. A nice ball from Abigail Draper puts this into the Lakers' defensive zone. And a nice interception there from Alexander Howell. Howell still with it, sends it back, finds Tremarky. Nice stop there from the Lakers, as that's Alexis Snyder picking up the block and switching possessions going the other way. Now the Lakers up this near sideline. Carrying that one's Julia Unger. Unger goes down the touchline, rolls out of play, though, so Oneonta will pick this one up again. Gabby Alfanito with it. Red Dragons send this one across the back. Still carrying it right past that first defender. And Red Dragons still going up that far sideline. Alvey battling. Marissa Stefan runs by that first defender, but Alvey recovers, gets back in time, and a stoppage here. So now another chance here for the Red Dragons to capitalize on what we've seen since this first period of action, since the second period started, is almost utter dominance. I mean, this Oneonta team just relentlessly pressuring this Lakers team, not letting them out of their own zone. And the Lakers will have to work just a little harder to get things going here. Heather Dent on the clear. Could be a good start for this Oswego State team in the second period after letting in that one early. Dent sends this over to the far sideline. Nicely done by the Lakers to keep this one in play. And a nice ball up the touchline. Battling for it now is Maddie Stuckert, but off the leg of Stuckert, and it'll come down the sideline, back the way of the Oneonta Red Dragons. Oneonta still carrying, but a beautiful stop again from Julia Alvey. Oneonta somehow keeps this one in play. Looked like it crossed the line from here, but I'm quite a ways away from the field of play. This one will go out once again. And now looks like the restart will be Sarah Stadelman. Sends this one in for the Red Dragons. They'll drop it back. Stadelman with it again, battling with the Lakers here. This one rolls out of play, and it'll go Oneonta's way. Nice stop again from the Oswego State Lakers. Here's Stuckert with it. Stuckert looks to send this one across the middle. Only gets as far as Caitlin Caulfield before it's intercepted. And now Draper with it, trying to split two defenders on that Oswego team. She'll pick up a call, send this one in. And right off the stick of Isabella Cunha keeps this one alive. Red Dragons intercept again. Oswego right back the other way, but a foul called there on the Lakers. So Oneonta with another chance to try and put this one in. Here's Marissa Stefan with it. Drops this one back to Draper. Draper sends this one into the middle for Cunha. Cunha loses it, though. Nice play by Alexis Snyder to slow things down for this Red Dragons offense. And another stoppage called. Oneonta will pick things right back up. This one sent into the middle, but a nice defensive play there from the Oswego State Lakers. And it'll be a free ball up top here for the Red Dragons after crossing that bottom touchline. Draper tries to send this one in. Nicely blocked by this Oswego State defense, who will get just a few yards out before being slowed down by the Red Dragons. A kick from the Lakers will give it back to Oneonta once again. And again, it'll be Abigail Draper on the ball. Draper sends this one backwards. Smart play, but it backfires on the Red Dragons as now here come the Lakers. Up the near side for Oswego is Sophia Prianti. Coming across the middle, you see. Tries to send this one in, but just too much speed on that one. Doesn't quite make it on target. So this one will be a Red Dragons ball here in their defensive third. And again, it'll be Abigail Draper putting this one into play. Lakers with a nice interception there before the ball crosses midfield. Carly King with it. Being double teamed, though. Sends this one up. Alvey on the backside, defending it really nicely. Tries to spin past that first defender and gets the call going her way off the leg of that Oneonta defender. She'll send this one up as far as she can. Slowed down there by Oneonta, but not stopped whatsoever. And now Oswego held up again at midfield. The Red Dragons think it should be their ball. Oswego says, nope, it's ours. Caitlin Caulfield, little confusion there from her. And now here's Carly King looking to send this one in. Doesn't make it too far, and too much physicality on that one from the Oswego State Lakers. I believe that was Maddie Stuckert. Just a little too much physicality on that one, as I said. Lakers still with it. A nice turn there from Oswego. Chipped across the middle, but nice interception from the Red Dragons. Oswego somehow still has possession of this one. They'll carry it over to the near side. Chance for the Lakers to get some shots on net and create some danger. And the Lakers, some excitement. I believe this will be a penalty corner for Oswego State. A really good opportunity for them to try and find the back of the net and tie things up here. We'll look at penalty corner statistics on the year. The Lakers with only 47 for so far and 165 against. So certainly haven't had as many opportunities as some of the other teams, but a really good opportunity for them to tie things up here, as I mentioned. And 1 for 2 on penalty strokes so far this year. So a chance here for the Lakers. This one sent in. Chance for a shot from the Lakers. They send it across the middle. Shot. This one deflected by the defender, and another penalty corner for Oswego State. See, lining up to take this one is Sophia Prianti. 7 Lakers on the top of this arch, waiting to receive this one. Prianti sends this one across. Defenders running at this Oswego State team. Across the middle, chance for the Lakers. Fouled, nice save. And this one called the way of the Oneonta Red Dragons. A really nice save, though, there from Maura Labe. Of course, wouldn't have counted anyway. Whistle was blown before, but you see her get the hand out, stick it up, and that ball goes soaring over the net. Really nicely done there by the senior goaltender. And 2 balls on the field now. That's 1 too many, so get one off, restart things here. Nora Tremarky with it. Cuts past one Oswego defender, sends it into the middle for Julia Murphy. Murphy loses it. Nice stop there from Carly King in the middle. Stoppage. Lakers will waste no time resuming this one, though. And a really nice turn up there from Gabby Curtis. Loses it eventually, but really nice idea from the Lakers. This one skips past the entire Oswego midfield, and now a 3-on-3 with a defender trailing. Lakers in a dangerous spot here defensively. Red Dragons across the middle. Krautheim gets a foot on it. Really well done by Krautheim. Out to the far side. Meg Kubler with it. Kubler with 2 defenders on her. Trying to get this one out, but just unable to. And off of her leg, so it'll be another hit here for the Red Dragons. Red Dragons send this one up top. Try to find a through ball right there in the middle, splitting the defender, but nicely done by Carly King to hold her own and not let that one get through. Now down this near sideline for the Lakers is Camilla Gallego. Gallego slowed down by the Red Dragons, but not stopped, and a nice ball there from Gabby Curtis puts it up into this corner where it's so dangerous for the Red Dragons defensively. A nice battle there and an illegal check called there on Gabby Curtis after fighting so hard to get the ball there in the first place. This one chipped over this Oswego State defense and nicely settled by Julia Murphy. Murphy double team, though, has nowhere to go. And Oneonta struggling a little bit here. They'll go up the sideline. Lakers on the receiving end. Here's Addison Carrier into the foot of a Red Dragon, and it looked like Alexandra Howell thought that play was over, but no whistle from the referees, so we continue. This one off the stick, though, of Gallego, so it'll be another restart for the Red Dragons. Gabby Alfanito chips this one right over the sideline. Nicely done by her. Contreras with it. Contreras sends it down to Howell. Howell with a chance now. A dangerous spot that Howell really tends to capitalize in, but nice defense here from the Lakers to slow her down. Across the middle. And nicely done there by the Oswego State Lakers to slow it down, but certainly not out of it yet. It'll be a penalty corner now for the Oneonta Red Dragons. You'll see the Lakers heading behind the goal to grab those face masks. Safety a priority out here on the field hockey field. Now for the Red Dragons, it's been very different for the Lakers as far as penalty corners. 122 for and 77 against. So certainly a lot more opportunity to practice these in game time situations. And 2 for 3 on penalty strokes so far this season. So we'll see how this one goes for the Red Dragons. Send this one in. Lakers defenders running out, trying to see what they can do. Swung across the middle. One more. Red Dragons take the shot. Krautheim with a nice save. And it's coming out the other way. Really well defended there by the Oswego State Lakers, who held their own very nicely. Still 1-0 in favor of the Red Dragons with just 4 minutes remaining here in the first half of action. Nice stop there from the Lakers, but Red Dragons pick it right back up through 4 defenders. Goes Alexandra Howell, finally loses it, and coming the other way now is Carly King. Foul called here on the Red Dragons. Lakers will restart, waste no time doing so. Intercepted by Caulfield. Oneonta's going to send this one backwards, try and drag out this Oswego team and find some openings in that defensive third. And Taylon Bauer, my apologies, Nora Tremarky, gets this one back into play for the Red Dragons. Carrier battling on this near sideline. Nice stop from Addison Carrier. Swings it across the middle, Gallego. And now Tremarky with it. Tremarky drops it back to the defense. Alfanito across the middle to Caulfield. Caulfield tries to swing this one long, but unable to get much power on it. Lakers now coming the other way, and a nicely done there to slow things down. That's Abigail Draper with a big stop. Now in the midfield with it, Alexis Snyder will restart this one. Lakers all across that goal mouth here. They'll try and find the back of the net. Still 1-0, but off the leg there of Kubler, so it'll come back the other way. Then again off the leg of Snyder. Oneonta moving their way up the field with these stoppages. We'll see if they can capitalize, maybe double their lead before the end of this first half. Pass like that's not going to do it, though. That's Abigail Draper. That one goes a little wayward and out of play. So Lakers will pick this one back up. Still in that offensive third. Carly King with the restart. King sends this one down that sideline. Caitlin Caulfield waiting for it. Gabby Curtis battling on that sideline, though. Really wants to try and find the back of the net for this Lakers team. Does a nice job, but it'll be a clear here for the Red Dragons. And my apologies, not a clear. It'll be a free ball up top for the Oswego State Lakers. Must have last came off of a Red Dragon. And now a breakaway opportunity here for Oneonta. Lakers do well, though, to slow things down and recover. A nice stop from Heather Dent. Lakers with almost their entire team back defensively. Oneonta down that far sideline. Julia Murphy with it, sends it across. Only as far as Isabella Cunha, though, as we're now nearing 1 minute remaining here in this second quarter. Another nice interception from Draper. Lakers stopped again, and maybe a bit of confusion here between these two teams. Looked like the restart went a little too early, so Draper with it again. Draper's going to try and send this one as far downfield as she can. A nice pass. Chances here. Openings in the middle for the Red Dragons. They'll try and put a shot on net. Krautheim's there, and a nice save from Sam Krautheim. Going to be up top here for the Red Dragons as Sam Krautheim does a really nice job of locking up that goal. Draper with it, 40 seconds left here remaining. And a clear for the Lakers. Really nicely defended by Oswego State. Again, 2 balls on the field. We'll wait and see. Clock winding down, under 30 now remaining in the first half of action. Received there by Stuckert. Stuckert loses it. A nice interception from the Red Dragons. Still carrying. And then Molly Miller loses it for Oneonta. Picks it right back up. Looks down the sideline. A nice attempted run there from Murphy, but just not enough space in front of her to work with. Oswego with a nice interception. And that'll do it here for the first half of action. The Oneonta Red Dragons leading the Oswego State Lakers by a score of 1-0, but a lot of game left and certainly a very close one here so far. And Molly Miller, the lone goal scorer on the day so far. Oneonta out shooting the Lakers 5-3, but the Lakers leading in corners by 2-1. So certainly still plenty of opportunity for both these teams. Both have looked good here in the first half. We've got about a 10-minute break, but when we return, it'll be more field hockey action here on WTOP 10. Good afternoon and welcome back into Laker Turf Stadium. In case you're just joining us, my name is Mike Neckers, and currently the Oneonta Red Dragons lead the Oswego State Lakers by a score of 1-0 in this SUNY field hockey matchup. So we're now just moments away from the second half of action. The lone goal scorer today, Molly Miller for the Dragons, her 5th goal of the season, puts her up to 12 points with 2 assists on the year as well. Really solid start to the season for her so far, and this Red Dragons team looked very dominant in the second period of action. Just always in that Lakers defensive zone, always pressuring, getting shots on net, doing everything they need to do. And Oswego, coming into the second half now, need 1 goal to tie things up, 2 to win in what really is a must-win game for the Lakers, a conference matchup already 0-2 on the year in the SUNY. Red Dragons will start things out, sending it all the way down to the corner. This one will roll right out of play. Addison Carrier will restart here for the Oswego State Lakers. Carrier tries to send this one up the sideline through a cluster of Oneonta defenders and eventually hit out of play once again by the Red Dragons. Lakers with this one now. Alexis Snyder on the restart. Hits this one right out of bounds. It'll come back the other way. The Red Dragons now with it. Gabby Alfanito into the midfield. Intercepted there by Giliberti. Now the Lakers coming the other way. Nice ball by Natalie Shields. Sends this one up into that final third, but unable to get past that Oneonta defense. Nice interception there from Giliberti. Battling here on the sideline. Batted down by Carly King, who keeps this one alive over to Shields. Shields still with it, sends it into the middle. With it now is Prianti. Prianti trying to get past the Oneonta defenders, but so many of them swarming her, and she just is unable to. Falls on top of the ball. Going to be a free ball here for the Red Dragons. Restarting for the Red Dragons is Abigail Draper. Draper sends this one across the back over to Stefan. Stefan, plenty of space to work with, carries up the sideline. A nice pass there, tries to find Howell, rolls right past Howell, out of play. It's going to stay with the Red Dragons here on the restart. Looks like it'll be Stefan once again. Stefan still with this one on the sideline. Has a couple of options to go for here. Looks for Howell, finds Howell. Howell with a teammate up the sideline. Miller, the goal scorer here, sends this one across the middle, nicely slowed down by Heather Dent. Oneonta picks this one right back up, though. Good defense from the Lakers. And it'll be a free ball out here for Oswego State. Heather Dent's going to take this one. Dent surveying the field, looking to find someone. Elects to go to Carly King on the short pass here. Over to Giliberti. Giliberti looks to carry up the sideline, loses it here. Nice defensive stop there from King, who's battling on this one. Oneonta comes away with it. Here's Miller on the near sideline. Miller swings this one across, but only as far as Alexis Snyder, who slows it down. Now Alvey stuck in the corner here, tries to get this one out, but can't get a clean contact on it. Oneonta in a dangerous spot here against the Oswego State Lakers. Molly Miller with it. Miller looking to draw a defender towards her, unable to. And penalty called on the Lakers there. Oneonta gets some space to work with. Still with this one. And Howell hits this into the stick of Julia Alvey. Going to be a free ball up top for the Red Dragons now. Here's Abigail Draper with it. Defended well by the Lakers. Back out to Draper. Now coming the other way. Prianti knocked down right across that black line. So Lakers will take this one with some free time. Carly King swings, fakes on the first one, gets a second pass across, and now Lakers coming the other way across midfield. Here comes Julia Unger. Unger defended nicely there by the Red Dragons. A good stop by Nora Tremarchi. Slows down this Oswego offense, gives her team an opportunity to get back defensively and set up to try and stop this Oswego State offense. Behind just one goal, Oswego will be looking to get something going offensively here. Oneonta now coming the other way. Really well done. Oswego still looking for their first shot on net. 3 shots in that first half, None of them on target, though, and maybe an opportunity here. This one rolls just across the goal mouth, not quite on net, goes wide, and it'll be a free ball at the defensive end for the Red Dragons here. Here's Abigail Draper on the restart, sends this one way up. Almost controlled there by Alexandra Howell, but just too much pace on that ball. Can't get to it in time. Howell recovers nicely, though, gets back to it for the Red Dragons. Now Cunha with it. And foul called here on the Red Dragons. Lakers will take this one right at midfield. Alexa Snyder. Snyder with it. Sends this one over to the far sideline. Sent up by Gallego. Gallego finds Prianti. Prianti battling here. Loses it to Tremarchi. And now Oneonta with it once again. Draper. Oswego takes it back here in a dangerous spot. Gilliberti. But Draper says no, up to Cunha. Cunha still with it, sends it over to Tremarchi. Tremarchi with space to work with. My apologies, that's Nina Contrera. Gets this one across to Molly Miller. And Alvey called for a kick there. Miller with a chance for a shot, blocked by that Lakers defense. And Oneonta will take this one back up top again. Abigail Draper will restart it. Draper wasting no time, looking to attack that Oswego goal. Nicely slowed down there by Carly King. Carly King gets it up top. Gabby Curtis with it. Good ball up top from Snyder. Finds this Oswego State offense, now carrying Maddie Stuckert. And Stuckert tripped up in midfield. Looked like maybe it was a foul, but nothing called on that one. So Red Dragons will continue carrying this one forward. Lakers trying to go the other way. And off the leg of Heather Dent, hit by her own teammate. Oneonta picks up the possession, lose it almost immediately. Lakers with a turnover, though. And now here comes Marissa Stefan. Stefan Miller on the sidelines waiting. Stefan still with it, sends this one across the goal mouth and open net. Nice save there by Krautheim. Another nice save. Really well done to slow down that Oneonta attack. And we'll wait and see, but it looks like it's going to be a penalty corner here for the Red Dragons. So another dangerous opportunity. Lakers are going to try and get themselves out of this one. Down 1-0, cannot afford to let up another goal, but the Red Dragons been so relentless offensively, and we'll see what they can do here. Molly Miller lining up to take this penalty corner. Miller still waiting. Krautheim, a phenomenal goaltender for this Oswego State team. 126 saves on the year coming into today's game. Miller sends it short. Chance for Draper. Nicely blocked there by the Oswego State Lakers. Red Dragons want a call, but don't get one here. And a nice shot popped up right in front of net. Krautheim bats it down. Still in a dangerous spot, though. Both teams battling, and this one will go out. Nicely defended there by the Oswego State Lakers, and it looks like Heather Dent's going to restart this one. Heather Dent sends it up to Ellie Kazel. Kazel looking to carry, can't get past the defender. And Oneonta didn't want to stop there, but referee tells them they have to go back and stop play before the restart. So Abigail Draper slowed down by the rules of the game here. Instant turnover there up to Kazel. Red Dragons try to keep this one alive, but too far in front of that attacker on the pass. So now it's going to be Carly King putting this one back in play for the Lakers. Kubler right in front of her. Kubler on the receiving end of it, lets it go through. Now a chance for the Lakers, looking to find Kazel up the wing, but unable to get the pass off. This one sent in off the foot once again of Abigail Draper. So Oswego will try for a third time, and Morale puts up the hand, lets that one go out. Going to be a free ball defensively here for the Oneonta Red Dragons. Caitlin Caulfield looks to restart, but instead it'll be Abigail Draper. Right on the edge of the arc. This one a nicely played ball up top, and Oneonta now 2-on-2. Past the first defender. Not who you want coming at you. Alexandra Howell Sends it across the middle, chance for the Red Dragons, but off the foot there of Molly Miller. Nicely done by the Lakers to recover defensively, slow down that breakaway, and pick up this possession once again. Heather Dent sends this one out wide, but deflected there by the Red Dragons. Howell again, chance. Krautheim with a sliding stop. Really nice play from Sam Krautheim. Takes out Howell in the process. Everyone back up on their feet and okay, but what a save from Sam Krautheim, and now the Lakers once again with it. Oswego carrying up that far sideline now. Here's Carly King. This one hit out of play again by the Red Dragons. Lakers still with it as here's Tompkins. This one tipped up and stopped back. It'll be Tompkins for a third time on this far sideline. We'll see if the Lakers can finally get something done here. Just over 5 left here in the third quarter of play. Intercepted there by the Red Dragons, but off the foot of Nora Tremarchi. So again, Tompkins. And now a penalty corner for the Oswego State Lakers. A much needed one, looking to put a shot on net here with about 5 left in the quarter. We'll wait and see who lines up to take this penalty corner for Oswego State. Looks like headed over that way is going to be Mimi Woznica. Lakers send this one up top. Chance now, this one dropped back over to the far side. Shot! That one just wide of the net. A really good effort there from the Lakers. That's Ellie Kazel. Just can't quite get that one on net. Still 1-0, the Red Dragons leading, but a promising chance for the Oswego State Lakers on that one. And now with the restart, it's going to be Abigail Draper on this one. Little confusion on the field. Maybe an issue with the ball or just the placement of the ball on the restart. Red Dragons will take it over to the other side. And a nicely played ball up there to Cunha. Lakers intercept it, get it right back. A chance for Oswego once again. Curtis defending. Pressuring heavily, really well done by Oswego to try and stay in this offensive zone that they've been in for quite a few minutes now. Over to the far side, a stoppage. Lakers will start this right back up. And another stoppage. Looks like we'll see a green card come out. So off the field for the Red Dragons. There goes Nina Contrera picking up a green card. So now a chance for the Lakers. Red Dragons will be down for a little bit. It's the perfect chance for the Lakers to try and strike and capitalize on this opportunity, as it's Karina Tompkins on the restart for the Lakers. And Oneonta picks this one right back up. They'll send it the other way. Not too far, though. Nicely stopped by Tompkins, and again off the leg of Tompkins. So Red Dragons coming back the other way again. Tompkins with it. Up the sideline, finds Gallego. Gallego looking for a Laker, finds the foot of Gabby Alfanito instead, gives the Lakers another shot at this possession. Up to Curtis. Curtis still with it. Red Dragons coming the other way through 4 or 5 Oswego defenders and carrying strongly. That's Abigail Draper, finds Miller across the middle. Miller still with it. Pass King. Howell in front of Miller, finds the pass. Chance for Howell. Pass Krautheim, but Krautheim gets a stick on it, slows it down enough, right across the goal mouth. No one from the Red Dragons in sight on the other end of that one. Lakers maybe get a little lucky on that one. That's something you got to put away. An opportunity like that doesn't come often for this Red Dragons team, and they weren't able to capitalize on that one. So now a chance for Oswego State coming the other way. They'll want to go quick, not giving this Oneonta team time to recover. And Red Dragons all back now defensively, as restart will be on that far sideline once again. It's Tompkins putting this one in play. Tompkins blocked by that Oneonta defense, and up top to Miller. Miller carrying now Howell on her left. She'll look to find Howell, but intercepted by Addison Carrier. Nicely done by Carrier to position herself in a spot where she can get to that pass. This one makes its way to Howell, though, on that far sideline. She'll keep it in play, carrying down the sideline. 2 defenders to beat. And a nice stop there from Heather Dent as well. Lakers done a really nice job of shutting down Alexandra Howell today. Red Dragons send this one back, try to slow things down and stretch out this Lakers team as they open up the field a bit. Ellie Kazel tracking for the Oswego State Lakers. Red Dragons come the other way, though. Marissa Stefan intercepted by Oswego State. Natalie Shields picks up that interception. Red Dragons pick it right back up, though. Dent. Chance for Oswego, but it's off the leg of Meg Kubler. So Red Dragons back at it again offensively. Kazel gets past that first defender, tries to clear the second, unable to, but it'll go off the stick there of Abigail Draper. So Lakers with the possession here right on the near sideline. Alexis Snyder will restart this one. Finds Kazel. Kazel controls it momentarily, but taken away there by Sarah Stadelman. And Red Dragons battling here in the midfield. Nicely played up there by Tremarchi. Finds Calaccio. And Oswego looking for the through ball. Triple team there on the sidelines, Alexa Snyder, and still manages to get it out. Nice move from Ellie Kazel past the first defender, but a bunch of whistles, so this one will go back. And it'll be Snyder again on the restart. We'll see where she tries to send this one. Right to the stick of Abigail Draper. Draper battling for it. Here's Kubler to Shields. Shields with it now. Shields loses this one up the sideline. Snyder plays it just a little too far in front of Tompkins, and now the other way comes the Red Dragons. Try to get past Heather Dent, but relentless defense from Heather Dent, and that'll do it for the third quarter of action. Oneonta still leading by a score of 1-0, and the Lakers with 15 minutes to try and get themselves back into this one. We'll find out if they can right here on WTOP 10.
If you like action, romance,
If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this?
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn. Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Look at the number of disasters in the U.S. Chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris. That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts. It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say. No.
Spin the wheel. Oh, you got censorship. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to.
And welcome back into Laker Turf Stadium for the fourth quarter of action, which is already underway between the Oswego State Lakers and the Oneonta Red Dragons. In case you're just recently joining us, the Red Dragons lead by a score of 1-0. That goal picked up early in the second quarter by Molly Miller. Since then, it's been a very back and forth, but no one else able to find the back of the net quite yet. We'll see what will happen here in the fourth quarter as the Lakers start things out, sending things forward. With it now, Alexis Snyder. Snyder over to the far sideline. Nice battle over there, Stuckert. Lakers still with this one. Snyder again sends this right across the middle. Chance for the Lakers. Shot right across the goal mouth and kicked way out of there. Nicely done by Maura Labe. Assessing the danger and saying, not today. That ball is far away from her goal now. Lakers with a restart up top. It'll be Carly King putting this one back in play. Nicely done by King to put this one in. Settled by Shields. Chance for the Lakers. This shot just left of the net. A really good effort there from Oswego State, but can't quite get it done. Took a deflection, though, so it'll be another one up top for the Oswego State Lakers. This Red Dragons team back deep into their own half now, something we haven't seen too much from them yet today. And Oswego starting out strong here in the fourth quarter. Heather Dent over to Alvey. Alvey loses this one. Coming the other way is Calaccio. Calaccio to Howell. 2-on-1 opportunity for the Red Dragons. Howell keeps it herself. This one rolling, too much speed on it. Howell wants a call from the referee. He says not today, but they'll get the ball back up top. Took a deflection off the Lakers. Looking for Howell. Bit of a miscommunication there between the two. Lakers will bring this one back the other way. Julia Unger with it. Unger tries to send this one up, intercepted by Abigail Draper. Red Dragons swinging this one across their defensive half. A nice spin move there from Caulfield and taken away by Julia Unger. Caulfield grabs the stick of Unger, slowing her down, but Lakers still with some momentum moving forward, and this one too much speed on it. No deflection, so it'll be a free ball here for the Red Dragons in their defensive end. They'll waste no time getting this one out of there, though. Draper sends it up to midfield. Howell with it. Howell past one. Nicely done there by Addison Carrier to slow Howell down. But now down the far sideline, here's Miller. Keeps this one alive. Tries to get past Dent through the legs of Dent, but sent out by the Lakers defense. Red Dragons with it once again in front of net. This one rolls across the middle. Krautheim kicks it out, but not too far. Looks like we got another penalty corner here for the Oneonta Red Dragons. So the Lakers in a dangerous defensive position here. Need to stay calm, cool, and collected and get this ball out of there. It looks like it's going to be Miller again taking the penalty corner. She's got the ball in her hand for the time being at least. Miller, of course, the lone goal scorer in today's contest. That 1-0 lead thanks to her here for the Red Dragons. See if she can tack on an assist here in that penalty corner. 7 Red Dragons awaiting at the top of the arc. Lakers patiently in goal with their masks on. They'll charge this one defensively. Shields gets to the first, second. That one just wide. Krautheim does well to get the leg where she needs to, but a scary spot there for the Lakers, and nicely done to get out of there unscathed. Nice pass there. Finds Maddie Stuckert. Stuckert across the middle to Prianti. Prianti looks to get it to the far side, but Tremarchi using some physicality there to win the ball back for the Red Dragons. Now carrying down the far side, Molly Miller. And looks like it came off the leg of Miller, so it'll be a ball here, a free ball here for the Oswego State Lakers. Addison Carrier sends this one up, finds Prianti. Prianti triple teamed here, though. Nicely done by Natalie Shields to win this one back. Lakers retain possession. Here comes Oswego with it now. Stuckert. Stuckert past two defenders, trying to get past the third, off the foot there. And now a penalty corner for Oswego State. So from one end down to the other in about a minute. Now the Lakers with a chance at a penalty corner and to tie things up here. And it looks like it's going to be Stuckert taking this one for the Oswego State Lakers. Stuckert, who's had a phenomenal game so far, has done a really nice job of maintaining that possession in the midfield and dribbling through those Oneonta defenders. See if she can maybe pick up an assist here. Lots of options here. She'll send this one right up top to the middle. Carly King with a chance over to the side. Shot from the Lakers. A nice save from Laban. It looks like it came off the leg there of Alexa Snyder. So this one coming back out the other way. Lakers with another opportunity here. Chance. Nice defense. Another penalty corner here for Oswego State. So right back to the goal line for the Red Dragons, and the Lakers with just under 10 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Still looking to tie things up, as again, it'll be Stuckert going back to take this one. Gilliberti on the near side for the Lakers. 3 up top, then you'll see 2 on the far side here. Natalie Shields backing this one up as well. Carly King with a chance. Looked like it came off the foot. Shields restarts it almost immediately. Chance for Oswego State. A big scuffle in front of the net. Lakers still with it. And a high stick called here on Gilliberti. So coming back out the other way, the Red Dragons with a nice defensive stop there. Just crowding the ball and not letting anything get through. Here's Abigail Draper once again on the clear. Taken away by Carly King. King battling here on the sideline. Pass makes it as far as Marissa Stefan before it's intercepted. And now here comes Howell the other way. Howell past Dent. One defender to beat. Really nice stop, though, from Addison Carrier. And it's going to be a penalty corner, but I'd say this is a smart play from Carrier to slow down that attack from Howell. I mean, almost a one-on-none if you get past her. So Carrier, I think, does the smart thing here. Keeps it 1-0 and gives her defense a chance to stand up against this Oneonta penalty corner that so far has had no success today. And again, it'll be Molly Miller going down to the touchline to take this penalty corner. You'll see this Oneonta team a little more spread out across this top arc than the Lakers were on their setup. This one sent right to the middle. Draper looking to shoot, sends it over to Howell. Past one defender. Krautheim with a really nice save there. Gets the leg out. And looks like it last came off of a Red Dragon as well. So Lakers are going to get the possession back here. Dent sends this one out to Alvey. Alvey up top to Gilliberti. But just a little too much speed on that second pass. Too far in front of Gilliberti. So now Oneonta is going to take this one on the near sideline. Stefan with it. This one sent back. Cunha. And off the foot of the Lakers on that one. Going to stay outside of the arc. And now with it, Stefan again. Stefan up top to Cunha, back to Stefan. Stefan being pressured heavily by the Oswego State Lakers. It comes off her foot. Now Oswego coming the other way. This one will be Julia Alvey. Does a really nice job of just sending the ball far up the field, trying to find someone on the other end of it. Chips this one up high. Carly King on the receiving end. Nicely done. And again off the leg there of Stefan. See if Alvey goes for power on this one. She does. Through the first Oneonta defender, Draper able to slow this one down and control it. And a stoppage called there. Oneonta coming back the other way. A nice ball through to Howell. Howell over to the near side. Chance for the Red Dragons. Across the middle. Blocked there blocked again by the Lakers. Really nicely done. That's Addison Carrier and Heather Dent both blocking one of those shots for this Oswego team. This defense has been relentless and so solid all throughout this matchup for the Lakers. And now here's Kubler. Kubler still with it, cuts back, goes across the middle, finds Snyder. Snyder's pass batted down there by Tremarky, but still able to get the second one off. And now Unger on the other sideline, trying to move this ball forward, back to Snyder. Snyder gets it back up to Unger, but intercepted here by the Red Dragons. Past that first defender. Addison Carrier goes down, trying to stop this one. Now Howell with it. Howell through 1, through 2, through 3. Chance for the Red Dragons. Krautheim with a nice save. Bats this one out of harm's way. And now it's Kubler once again with it. A nice pass there from Kubler to Shields. Shields finds Kazel. Kazel up the sideline, the leading scorer for this Lakers team this season. And a foul called on the Red Dragons, although it looked like Marissa Stefan was the one who went down the hardest there. Meg Kubler still up on her feet, retains possession for the Lakers. This ball played through by Camilla Gallego. Intercepted here by the Oswego State Lakers. Red Dragons down the sideline, but not too far. Molly Miller taken away. Oswego on the defensive end. That's Gallego doing a nice job of locking that up on the sideline. Now Draper battling at midfield. She'll win it. Over to the near side. Here's Colaccio. Looks for Howell. This pass goes a little long, and Oneonta's going to take it up top. Took a deflection off of the Lakers. Nice play there from the Lakers defensively. They'll send this one back up the other way. Kazel battling for it, but pass a little behind her. And another deflection there. It'll be, again, the Red Dragons ball, and again, Abigail Draper on the restart. You see Oneonta sort of working with the clock now, taking their time getting these restarts in play. Up 1-0, not a bad decision there at all. Trying to hold on to this lead rather than extend it. But looks like this one came off the foot of Howell here. And maybe some confusion between these two officials on the call here. 4:33 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Red Dragons still leading 1-0 and unsure exactly what's going on. We'll wait for a signal from the referee, but looks like he's going to pick up the ball and walk it over to the Red Dragons, I believe. And still a bit of confusion here. Looks like we may have a meeting here, a dropped ball perhaps. It's going to be exactly what it is. Both one player from each team in front of the ball. We'll see who comes away with this one. It's Abigail Draper and Alexa Snyder lining up at this one. As I mentioned, 4:33 on the clock. The Lakers still need one goal to tie things up, try and force an overtime. Referee backing everyone else up. And Snyder walks away with this one. Really nicely done by Snyder. Referee stops play. Kazel will pass this one back. Lakers will try and restart here. King up to Snyder. Snyder battling in the middle with Tremarky. Foul called on the Red Dragons. Back to King. Snyder out to Kubler on the near side. Kubler carrying down the sideline, using the backside of that stick. A foul called here on the Red Dragons. That's Marissa Stefan, a smart foul. Kubler with a lot of momentum running into that box. And really well done by the Red Dragons to shut that down, but now Oswego still with an opportunity. Under 4 minutes remaining here in the final period of action. And now here's Howell. You'll see the Lakers getting caught up a little more defensively just because they need to apply more pressure on the attack. And nicely done by Heather Dent to stop that pass from getting through to a wide open Molly Miller on the receiving end of it. Abigail Draper with the restart here for Oneonta. Finds Howell. Howell looked to shoot here, the leading shooter and scorer for this Red Dragons team. Nicely stopped by Sam Krautheim, though. Still in a dangerous spot. Lakers need to get this one out of here if they want to keep this game alive. And they will. Really well done there by the Oswego State Lakers. That's Meg Kubler putting her body on the line. Getting the Lakers another possession here. Under 3 left on the clock now. Alvey through the legs of the defender. Carly King all over that one defensively for the Oswego State Lakers. But off the foot of King, so Red Dragons will take the ball once again. Kazel coming back on defense to help out. This one right on the touchline, kept in nicely by Marissa Stefan. There'll be another restart here for the Red Dragons. Draper wasting no time. Another kick from Kubler, so another restart for Oneonta. Right back where we were on the last restart. Draper sends this one in. Kazel takes it away, though, not for long. Foul called here on the Red Dragons. Lakers will send it back the other way. Going to be Julia Alvey, likely going to hit this one with some power. Try and find a teammate upfield. Exactly what she does on this one. Oneonta with it. Here's Stedelman. Off the leg of King. King defending closely. This one sent down the sideline. Off the leg of Alvey this time. Now under 2 left here in the fourth quarter. Lakers need to get this one out of their defensive zone. That one's Alexis Snyder's leg. Sends that ball out of play. Battling in front of net. Chance for the Red Dragons to double the lead, and they do! A beautifully taken goal there for the Oneonta Red Dragons. Alexandra Howell, her 10th goal of the season, the leading scorer on this team for a reason, and you can see why. So now the Lakers down 2-0 with 1:21 remaining here in the fourth, and they'll try and get something going in the final moments of play here. Ellie Kazel with the restart at midfield. And some pushing and shoving there at midfield. Kazel appears to be a little bit frustrated here. Kubler with a nice interception there. Looked like it came off the foot of Kubler, though. Restart here for the Oneonta Red Dragons, and it's going to be Abigail Draper sending this one in once again. Prianti trying to carry through the midfield. Too many defenders on her, but she's fouled as she does. 45 seconds remaining here in the fourth period of action, and Lakers looking to get one here. Salvage something from this matchup here today. Snyder sends this one into the box. Chance here for Prianti. Prianti past the first defender. Nice save there from Labe. Still in play. Labe lays out, sends it out to the sideline. Another really nice save there from Maura Labe. And now 20 seconds on the clock. Oneonta coming the other way. This one will be hit out of play by Julia Alvey. Red Dragons again with it. Marissa Stefan looking to restart this one. And straight off the knee of Meg Kubler, that will do it here today at Laker Turf Stadium. The Oneonta Red Dragons pick up the win 2-0, proving to 8-4 on the year, 2-1 in the SUNY. The Lakers drop this one down to 4-9 on the year, 0-3 in the SUNY Conference so far. Still a few games left for both of these teams. I want to thank you for joining me today for WTOP 10. I've been Mike Neckers. Have a great night, everyone.